Uh-oh. Here we go. It's warming up. Facebook sometimes always takes a little bit of a while before that camera goes on. Come on, you motherfucker. There's a storm here in New Jersey, but there it is. What's happening, everybody, on Facebook Live and, of course, Instagram Live? It's yours truly, Mike Marino, and welcome to another edition of Live from My Mother's Basement. My special guest tonight, they call him Gemini in the entertainment world. His last name's Lombardi because he's Italian like us. We're going to say hello real quick and take off these masks because before we came down here to do the show, we have both been checked for COVID-19. I am negative. He is negative. We don't need these right now. What's up, John?
How you doing?
All right, baby. Thank you so much for coming down. I said John. That's his real name.
Right.
Because I know him personally. But it's Gemini. What's going on, Gemini?
Good, man. Thank you so much for having me as one of your guests on this very extraordinary, popular show.
Thank you. I like the way he said that. This extraordinary, popular show. You know what's really cool? We're both Italian. He knows what this atmosphere is like. He knows about the basement from his life. He knows to be in front of a bar like this is fantastic because he brought his own homemade wine, which we're going to talk about. We're going to have a drink in a little while. And all the stuff that he brought down here. So I'm very happy and excited to have this type of an entertainer because he's not just a comedian. He's also a ventriloquist and a magician. So we're going to have some insane entertainment here in the basement tonight. I'm very excited. I can actually just be here but with him watching what he's going to bring on the show tonight. It's going to be really, really cool. But before we get into what's going on in Gemini's life, we were watching the news, the two of us, before we came down here. So let's do a little quick rant about what we saw.
You go.
One of the craziest things that we saw is now, and I knew this was going to happen, people are losing their minds over getting a vaccine. There's going to be riots. There's going to be lines. People don't get their vaccine. There's going to be a fight. We were watching on TV tonight on the news, a guy and his wife and child got in a van.
No, they got in a house.
House van.
A house van. I think they called something else.
Yeah, but we got to find out what it's called. Let's go to the studio
RV.
audience. An RV. You got it. Recreational vehicle. It's an RV. That's right.
Right,
An
RV.
recreational vehicle, a moving house, a moving house.
And it was kind of cool that the woman said, yes, let's go. I don't know
Yeah.
if you know how many girls would just say yes to you.
I don't. Well, it was his wife.
Oh,
Maybe she
okay.
didn't have a choice. We
Right.
both made the same comment. Like, what does the father-in-law think of the husband that says to his wife, "Let's just live in an RV," because they live in it.
Yeah.
They live in it. And so they picked up their house and they drove from San Diego to Florida
Florida. For the shot.
for the vaccine. Now, I don't know why they didn't think, why don't we just get one in California? Why did we have to go to Florida? But they drove all the way to Florida and didn't get it.
No. They used to give it 2 days before they got there. They were giving it to all the vacation people.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah, you didn't.
No, I didn't
hear
catch that part.
Okay, I'm good. The news is 2 days before they were a little upset they didn't get it, and wow, if I was that woman, I think they would be very pissed.
Yeah. Pissed that's her life. Then I got to drive all the way back to California without being vaccinated. But there was also a story in California too, where there was a line of people who didn't register to get a vaccine. They hoped that there would be some left over, and they waited in line an entire day, like they were getting rock star tickets.
Or a crack house,
Yeah.
waiting for the last little rock to fall on
Yeah.
the floor.
It looked like something that you would have seen in the good old days when there was people in line for a day to get Bruce Springsteen tickets. And they bring their little pup tents and their umbrellas so they don't get burned from the sun, sandwiches, their friends, like tailgating, like a fun tailgating party. So that's what these people were doing without appointments in hope that they had some left over for about 10 people.
Which they did.
And they did. The doctor actually had to come out and say, I have some left over. We could vaccinate about 20 people.
But then he said, but they have to have big breasts. I was a little taken back by that. I don't 20 people.
Well, it was in Los Angeles, so God knows what was really going on anyway. One of the craziest things is they had to pick 20 people, but in line was probably 100 people. So now, how are you not going to not have a fight? Something's going to go wrong. How does somebody not say, hey, I've been here for 8 hours. I deserve to get it. You know?
Get breast implants. Go right to the line.
Stuck on this breast implant thing.
I'm sorry. It was just so stupid that that's happening, but you're absolutely right. Look at, and it's going to get worse. This is just the beginning.
Yeah, I would think it's going to get worse because here in New Jersey, of course, they're vaccinating as many people as they can, but supposedly they ran out in New York. They ran out. So they ran out of the first dose, but they have the second dose. So the mayor of New York said, well, why don't we give out the second dose first, and then when we get the first dose, we give out the first dose second. And then wait a minute, then the governor of New York, Cuomo, says, no, we ain't doing that. So the whole thing is a rat race.
But are you allowed? I mean, would the second dose work as the first dose? Isn't there a reason why there's one the first and second?
That's $1 million question.
Okay.
Would it? That's why I really wish I was a politician, because I would say, hey, wait a minute, how can I make this decision? I don't know the difference between 1 dose, 2 dose, and a shot. I don't even know.
The same answer would just be the taxpayers are paying. I can make mistakes.
It's one of the craziest things, but I think the mayor of New York should say, let science take care of it. He shouldn't be the one that makes the decision. And Mr. Cuomo there should probably just be happy that his father's bridge is built. Do you know, wait a minute. This is why I told you we always go off a track now. I didn't get to travel too much anymore because of what's going on in the world. But I got to go to the Stress Factory in Connecticut. And my phone, I program in my phone directions to the Stress Factory. And it says, da-da-da-da-da, go over the Verrazano Bridge. So when I was going and I saw the sign said Mario Cuomo Bridge, I thought I was going the wrong way. I didn't know they changed the name of the bridge.
This is news to me.
Do you know it's called the Mario Cuomo Bridge?
No.
Yeah.
It's
a big
always going
sign.
to be the Verrazano.
It's always going to be the Verrazano.
So many people.
We don't even know who Verrazano is.
Yes, he was
do?
the first guy that went on that canal. It went up the whole canal from one. He went up the whole thing, that whole whatever that's.
Is that right?
Yes.
From where to where?
From the beginning to the end. His name was Verrazano. I don't know where he was from. I'm not good at history, but I did know that because a lot of people, that was built in our time. So at the time, we had to know the history of it.
Okay, so what he's saying is somewhere in grammar school, he was told that some guy named Verrazano went up and down the lake. You know what's really funny is I don't know. I can't really say much about it, but
It's going to be real funny. Somebody looks it up and goes, "Wow, the Gemini guy was right."
yeah, well, somebody is definitely going to be looking it up.
All right.
You know, it's funny. I bet leave it to the Italians to say, you know what? I'm going to go from there to there. Just give me a bridge.
Actually, his name was not Verrazano either.
Uh-oh.
It was Verrazzucci or something like that.
Tappan Z is the Mario Cuomo. Tappan Z.
Oh, we fucked it up.
No, you did.
I fucked it up.
That's why I said I didn't know if it was. All the people right now driving the wrong way.
Z.
Oh.
Tappan Z.
What did I say? Verrazano?
Yeah.
So then he was wrong too.
You're both fucking wrong.
Oh.
You know, he's right.
Hold on, let's rewind.
Tappan Z.
The Tappan Z Bridge. Well, who the hell was he? Who's Tappan Z?
He was tapping.
Cut. Let's go back to the beginning.
Okay,
Okay.
go. One of the bridges.
Wait a minute. There's a bridge somewhere nearby, and it used to be called the Tappan Z Bridge, but they changed the name to the Mario Cuomo Bridge.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
That one I knew.
because some Italian guy went surfing. He went surfing
And he fell.
and he fell, and then he was like, "Hey, anybody got any pasta?" All right, so that's our rant for today. We wish everybody well and hope you get the vaccine, hope you get tested. And the one thing that we hope you don't get is COVID-19. But speaking of Italian, and speaking of bridges and history, Gemini has been an entertainer for a long time. So tell us a little bit about you. And I use the word entertainer because he's not just a stand-up comedian. There's more to what Gemini does than stand-up comedy. Wow, look at everybody writing in.
Oh.
Hey, everybody, how you doing? Thank you so much. We're going to take some questions for me and the Tappan Zee Bridge, and also
Oh, I
for
see.
Gemini, who's going to tell you guys
About Verrazano
about,
Bridge that cost, what is $22 now?
Yes,
So-
it's actually expensive.
and they don't even, you don't even go through the tolls. There's nobody there, but they'll send you a bill, to go down. And one guy, I don't know if you knew him, he would go by the bridge all the time, didn't want to pay. No shit, I brought him here. He didn't want to pay. He said, I'm not paying that bridge. That's bullshit.
You got to pay to go in, but
So
you don't
this
have to
is-
pay to come out.
This is what happened to him.
Uh-oh.
This is him.
Right now, like I said to our listeners who are listening to us on the radio, Gemini is not only a comedian, he's also a ventriloquist. And right now, appearing on the show for the first time, we have a puppet. And
What?
Gemini is going to tell us who it is, and then we'll listen to a little bit about this particular puppet. I say puppet. What actually do you say?
Yeah, I would say puppet. A puppet. It's a politician. No, just stop. It's not. It is. It's not. We're here on a. What are we doing? Wait, I didn't do it. All right, just stop. We're here with one of my friends. I do a little bit of ventriloquism. What ventriloquism? What's it? I throw my voice. Do you what? My voice. To who? I throw it to you. To me, yes. When you talk, that's me. When I talk, that's you. That's me.
Well, let's interview the two of them at the same time. So,
Oh.
Gemini, what exactly is the name of this particular puppet?
This is Jimmy.
Jimmy the Puppet.
Jimmy. All right, Jimmy. He's looks like one of the comedians that you might recognize when I take this off a little bit. Hey, how did you get out of prison? How did you get out of the prison? New York. You were in New York. How did you get out of prison? De Blasio? What did he do? The mayor let us out. The mayor let everybody out. That's amazing.
I heard the mayor let a lot of people out of jail, huh?
They did.
Is Jimmy Italian?
Yes, I am. All right, stop. A little bit Irish. Little bit of Irish. What a little Italian, yes. I didn't do it. All right. Nobody said you did it.
Jimmy kind of looks like the actor in what's that movie? Frankie Carbone. Frankie Carbone. They put him in the freezer. Goodfellas.
Oh my God, I do not. You do. You have a little bit of the look, frozen look. It's not a frozen look. It's a very nice. Who's talking when you're talking? Nobody's talking. You just stop. Just watch his lips. Will you just not do it? I guess he's kind of been very nice lately. You have? Yes. I don't know. Who's that guy? That guy. He's brought the sandwiches here. He's from the very special. We're going to talk about these beautiful...
Not just yet. We're going to get into those sandwiches. We want to start this interview and ask you questions about, okay, you started out as stand-up comedy. When did you decide that maybe you wanted to be a ventriloquist?
Actually, my friends, I started as a vent from when I was a kid, little kid, started, did it down, and I worked at ABC. I was in the union and the whole thing, and but for ABC, they paid for all my college, but they were going on strike all the time, always on strike. But if you ever notice when union people go on strike, they got the rat, the whole thing, but they're always do it near a bar. And after a month of this, is all they're doing is drinking. Walk, march, drink. Walk, march, drink. And it was getting crazy for me personally. I was getting crazy. And right across the street, if anybody knows where ABC, where the station was Central Park. So all these beautiful women, people were always having lunch. I had a puppet. I brought down the sound guy that was like, drunk, a light guy, and went to Central Park and I said, come on, let's just go. And that's why I had to use, kind of like a different name. because I was supposed to be marching under Lombardi, and Gemini was there. Plus, you didn't want to give all the street people your name and stuff. And the guy comes over, and he says, you know, I need security here to bring out all this sound system because we kind of did it with the sound system. And I said, there's security here. Meanwhile, all I did was get all the guys selling the pot. Got all of them. I said, raise your hands. I got them all together. Raise your hands. I'll throw you some money. And see the security? They look like pot dealers. Well, look, it's the best security around. Right there. And we actually had times when people would steal the money and shit. We had a hat. Put the hat down. But that's how I started.
In the street.
In Central Park.
Street entertainer, man. That's something I never did. That's fucking balls.
And then you start so different. So when you were doing the clubs, became a little easier because you didn't have to worry about not a heckler, but somebody with a knife or a gun.
That's actually what they call making the practice harder than the work. You're practicing so hard in the street where nobody really is going to give you 100% attention because there's always maybe that guy who's on his late for work, but he looks at you for a couple minutes and then he keeps on going.
Exactly.
But the work was so intense, so hard that when you finally got inside of the club and the audience was sitting there ready to watch a show that they paid to see, you were fucking unbelievable.
I did have fun. Yup, it was a little easier than learning through classes and like with some of the comics do. Right there, it just came out like was just awesome. So I got different puppets, and each one is a different personality.
Yeah, I know he has a great lineup of different puppets. It's tough to have all the puppets on the show because we're having this 2-camera show like this. But what made you get into that more than just, let's say, steady stand-up?
Because I didn't think I was funny.
Oh, all right.
Being honest, but the other person came out through the puppet. Like I made my first puppet was of one of my closest friends, which was a black guy, and it was awesome. So I got to do his personality, which was hysterical. He was the funniest guy on the block, and I used to be able to do it. So it was really him being funny. I was like the straight man.
How many puppets do you actually have?
I have
Do you
about
remember?
42.
42 puppets? You got 42 strangers living in your house? Wow.
They're not all in my house.
Oh.
Some got away.
All right.
Just saying. It's hard to tie down some of those guys.
Right, hold it. That's really cool that you got them puppets like that. But did you ever go on stage just as a solo comic and not do the puppets at all?
Yeah, yep, I had to do that, like in Dangerfields and stuff like that when working in New York, when you only had a spot. Sometimes your spot was only 15 minutes, it was only 20 minutes, and you run into the next club. So I couldn't bring in things, so a lot of times I was just doing that spot and doing bits. By then I kind of got it down.
Right.
A little bit, telling just, stupid stories about life. Love.
So have you been an entertainer since you're a child?
No, I think it was since, I don't count, since 85.
Oh, right. So what were you doing before then?
I worked in the union. I dragged around cables for One Life to Live.
Oh. I was on As the World Turns in 85. You were probably down the block.
No, probably by your foot.
Holy shit.
Probably right by it, plugging it in. Mr. Marino, could you move a little bit? Yep.
That's really, really interesting. So he does stand-up comedy, and he has a lot of different puppets. Now, when I first started doing stand-up, there was a time where everybody, at least the way I saw it, over at Rascals Comedy Clubs, this was one of the biggest names in the industry. Bob Gonzo, who's a mutual friend of ours, used to say, you got to go see Gemini. You got to go see Gemini. And they never said his whole name, just the word Gemini. And you would go watch the show, and you also did magic. I remember sometimes you set things on fire. I could have sworn you set your hand on fire. But there was, wait a minute, now I'm going to do this intro because one of my favorite bits, and I remember when I was younger because I was your opening act a few times, and you had this puppet that was, I would say, risky maybe. There were some shows that we had to do a clean, and I was like, well, where's he going to go with this one? But then that puppet didn't show up. So you could do obviously clean shows, and can obviously do deep down and dirty shows. But I used to like to see your penis. Could you hand him the penis, please?
These lines were all made by.
For those of you who are listening,
by the choke, we have to hold it by the.
if you're listening to the show on iTunes right now, Spotify, and all my radio tunes, things like that, we were just handed, or Gemini was just handed, a puppet that I like, and you can show the audience right now. I think he's wanted on the phone.
I'd stop me.
Is that your phone?
No,
I hope not.
Whose phone is that? Oh, well, answer your phone.
it's not mine.
Oh, it's his.
It's not mine.
It's yours.
How's it mine? Look,
My phone is being used as a camera.
That's mine.
okay. Oh,
Oh,
it's yours.
doesn't matter.
Okay, stop with the
Let's
phones.
show them the
Okay.
penis.
My name.
Show the penis. There is a penis in John's hand, Mr. Gemini.
And I wanted to be different, creative,
Right.
original. So what I did was and it was kind of cool because you could say things that would be funny with this that won't be funny without the things like don't rub me the wrong way. All right, stop, don't hit the guy. Just saying. All right, that's
John is playing with a big rubber penis right now, for those of you who are listening.
okay.
And the penis is getting erect.
Where is he? Well, he's right over here. Like, why don't you tell him a little bit about yourself? Like, what's your name? My name. Your name. Richie. Richie's a very nice name. My friends, they call me Dick. I've had a hard life. All right, just stop. Girls, they just use me. All right, they do. All right, they do. Found out my closest friend. He's nothing but an asshole. Oh my God, he is. All right. And he's so full of shit. All right. I can see everything. How can you see everything? I can see. What do you see? I'm cockeyed. Will you just stop? Okay. All right, I'm finished.
All right, well, there you go. We just had a nice little routine by Gemini and his penis puppet. But I'm just trying not to laugh too hard because I'm trying to be the commentator of this show. But for those of you, again, who are just listening to the show, there was a penis on his hand. He had his hand shoved up the nuts of a penis puppet.
The balls were by my elbow.
The balls were by the elbow. So, okay, so you come up with the one puppet, then you got another puppet, say you got 42 puppets, but you do also do magic. Now, I would love to see a little bit of magic, but before we go into it, how'd you feel about that magic show where the guy revealed how the magicians did what they did? I forgot what it was called. Supposedly all the magicians were really mad that he did that. Do you remember?
Yes, he was a gentleman. Actually, he was out of Long Island, and he lost a contract against one of the magicians. So he was all pissed off. No names here. So he went and revealed a bunch of tricks done. I'm going to tell you, of course it would piss off anybody. They're showing your craft, But what happened is a lot of the old illusions had to be redesigned. It took magic from here and moved it right to here. I was having more people come see my shows than ever, and because they wanted to see. Now they knew how it was done, but the hand is always quicker than the eye. Always. I can show you something right now.
So it actually worked for you?
Yes. Well, because I didn't do a lot of those tricks. I have two or three of them. You know what I mean? But when people even know, they forget. It's your style. It's your grace. It's how you perform it.
Yeah.
More than, you're sticking a knife in the girl. And, oh my God, she's still alive and you didn't have to go to jail. Come on. It's common sense,
I love watching magic. I love the sleight of hand, what they do with the coins, what they do with the cards. I love when the pets come out of the hat, the
I
stuff
brought
like
some
that.
friends over here. Can we see
Well,
the box?
that's what I would like to see. If you have,
Oh yeah, no, I have a box.
Because
No,
it's got to
you
be
can just
big.
give me the box.
Cover it and give them the box.
Yeah, just the box. I brought.
We have a assistant in the audience who we're going to talk to in a little while. Can you say the number 4?
Whoa!
And anybody who knows what that is, you know who's here right now. Holy crap, there's pets in my house.
This is
Oh, no.
this is 5.
So tell us about this.
This is one of my doves that I breed. This is how I have about probably a little less than a dozen. And I think the funniest thing is
Holy mackerel.
that you thought it worked by batteries.
I did. I thought it was fake. It's real. No way. Ah! Holy shit. Holy shit.
Watch it, and he can do that.
Oh my God. Who is this?
This is Pretty Bird.
Pretty Bird. No, let me. Oh,
you like it? Okay,
that was
I'm
so
sorry. I
great.
didn't want-
Okay.
Because I don't want to hold it
Wow.
over your papers.
Why, is she gonna
because-
shit on my paper?
Hey, watch this.
No, don't
One.
make it shit.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't make it shit.
But he can. All right, I'm cute.
All right, we have a bird here. If you're listening, Gemini brought a bird. The bird is on my finger.
Bird.
I'm kind of
Penis.
petrified. I thought it was a battery-operated bird, but it's not. It's real. Holy crap. Now I'm going to make the bird disappear. You didn't even do a trick with him. He just sat here. Is this a boy or a girl? She's looking at me.
I could show you some things that I've trained
Yes,
him. That's it. When I breathe him, if you hit just, he doesn't bite. There's no teeth. But if you hit him right here, look, he comes right on your hand. And this is a ring-neck dove. That's what I breed at home. But watch this. If you take him and you got to look at him like this a little bit, and you just take it and watch this part. You take his face and you,
Well, what's going on? Is he falling asleep or something? Don't forget, this is radio.
oh, I'm sorry. Yes, he fell asleep.
He fell asleep.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. That's enough of that.
What is the actual trick with the dove? What does he do?
He appears out of like I have him in like little sleeves and stuff, and you make somebody look this way, and
Can
then
you put him on my finger one more time?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
This is gonna be. We're gonna change his name.
No, what is the name of the dove? It's a dove, right?
Yes,
What's his name?
Holly.
This is Holly, everybody. Listen, for those of you who are just listening on the radio, but everybody else who's watching right now, you can watch The Tonight Show, you can watch Jimmy Kimmel, you can watch all that shit. I got a magician on my show in my basement. We're drinking, we're eating, we're partying, we're making everybody laugh and smile. For the first time, I have a ventriloquist. I got 42 puppets or 42 personalities, and right now I got a fucking dove in my basement about to shit on my notes. Welcome to Live from My Mother's Basement. And Johnny Salami's here too. We're going to have some sandwiches. Number 4. Thank you. I'm so happy I got a bird. There's a bird on my show. I think he shit on me.
That's tomorrow's special.
All right, be careful with the bird. Hey, folks, not only did Gemini come down here with his puppets and a bird, he came down here with his own glasses because we're going to try some homemade wine from Gemini. Gemini Lombardi happens to be Italian. He brought some wine for us to taste. Now, if you watched a couple of shows a little while back, we had a guy come down here with wine that tasted really, really bad. But he was only 21 years old. He was from Brooklyn. He did the best he could. But Gemini not only brought wine, he brought glasses for us to drink out of because he probably thinks I don't have any. But what's really cool is he brought the smallest glass he could find, and that's what we're going to drink, his wine. So tell us about your wine.
This is not me personally. I married a woman from Calabria, farmland. They make. Her family makes this vino over there, makes the grapes. They don't make the grapes. God makes the grapes. I don't want to say anything, start trouble with everybody saying, oh, he said he made the grapes. They have farmland all the way up the mountain, and they grow the grapes. How about that? They grow the grapes. And,
Pour the wine, please.
Okay. They grow the grapes.
We're going to have wine in like a shot glass.
It's nothing better than that. Here you go,
I hope so.
my man.
There you
And
go.
I hope you like it. I don't want to be like the other kid, but I think you're gonna. And to you, hey, to you, my friend.
Thank you for bringing a bird into my home.
Hold on, let me get my
Cheers.
hand here.
Go. There you go, buddy.
Salud. John, it is your thing.
Thank you.
I like it. Oh man, I get heartburn so fast.
That's a good on the number 4.
One of the greatest things about when an Italian friend comes over your house, everybody has their way of bottling their wine. They'll do anything they can to find something to put the wine in. 7-Up bottles, Pepsi Cola bottles. His wine is in a Kirkland bottle. A Kirkland. And where do we find Kirkland? In Costco.
It said Italy.
Yeah.
Italy.
Kirklanio. Salute. Hey, listen. We're also very blessed that Gemini came down here with this wine because we didn't know, but Johnny Salami, who everybody knows on the show, came down from his beautiful sub shop in Nutley, New Jersey called Hero Kings, and he likes to bring me my sandwich, the number four, which is gabagool, pressed ham, salami, and provolone. So we're going to taste one on the show right now.
Why don't you come here and taste
Not
it?
sure, it's a hand thing.
That's all the hand.
And Gemini here is going to have this particular one, which is, what is it? What is this one?
That's the Godfather.
It's the Godfather, and the
Prosciutto
Godfather is prosciutto and mozzarella,
Roasted peppers and
roasted
balsamic.
peppers, and balsamic vinegar.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you go ahead and bite into one of those? And I'm going to bite
Hold
into
on,
the
I'm
number four.
Come. You fill my glass up. Ready? Here. Watch this. Look at this beautiful man.
This is just to let you know that Johnny's here. He's got his mask on his hand.
There you go.
Johnny has also been tested many, many times, not just for COVID-19, but if he's a real human being.
Yeah, thank you.
And here we go. For those of you who are listening, you hear the silence because we're eating. Isn't that fucking good?
I can't believe you have a show that you eat and drink as part of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Did you do this all the time?
We do this every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, and one of the greatest things about the show, too, is my guests always come with something.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were taught when we were younger, what were you taught?
If it's the guy's show, bring shit. I don't know what you were taught. you know.
Parents always said when we were younger, don't go anywhere empty-handed.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go to somebody's house empty-handed.
My parents said, don't leave empty-handed. They were thieves. They stole everything.
That's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
You like
When you
it?
get,
Goes down.
it's very good. Very good. It's
Okay.
better than the last one we had.
Well, I don't, yeah. Okay. I don't know that one. But you know what? It's really, there's no force, you know the whole
That's good.
story
It's good.
about
It's good.
it,
It's
you
good.
know?
It's good. It's good.
One of the best things about this wine is this tiny little glass.
Yeah, you think?
Doesn't it look
Where
good?
do you even find a glass like this? This ain't even a glass. This fell off a truck. These are candle holders.
Are they?
He don't even know when he brought them.
Candles.
I took them out of my mother's basement.
He robbed his own house. He also brought something else. Show us what else you brought, Johnny. Johnny.
What'd you bring?
Gemini.
What'd you bring?
What else did I bring?
The cup of cookies.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know this was just a this is kind of cool. It's still the holidays. I don't know about you, but this Christmas, this holiday, whatever you celebrated, I'm sorry to say, but it didn't feel like the holiday at all. I didn't feel Christmassy, and I know a lot of people didn't feel it. So we drank a little bit, and we drank more than normal. But I got these things, which are so cool. It's chocolate and liquor.
Open up a few.
Okay, you said you were a vodka drinker.
Oh yeah. Oh, I said that.
Okay, all right, stop. Look at it. He's
Give me the
grabbing the vodkas. Here you go.
Johnny Salami came down, brought some sandwiches. He also was tested, so we're all good. Johnny comes down all the time to bring us some food. But right now, we're going to have some samples of alcohol in these little chocolate something things.
Right, and you two can get these along with the water bottle at Costco's.
Kirkland chocolates. I didn't feel the holidays were here either.
Nope.
I spent Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and New Year's by myself.
Did
It
you
really, I did. No, New Year's I was entertaining, but I was alone. I'm not dating anybody. I got nobody special in my life like that. So I was basically by myself. So Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, by myself down here. And then New Year's Eve, I was in Florida entertaining. But, you know, everybody is hugging and kissing each other. Happy New Year. I just went in the green room and ate my dinner. Here we go. Check this out. This is a chocolate Jim Beam rum. This is rum. What do you got?
I got a vodka.
You got a
Taking a half hour.
Johnny
to open
Salami
up.
got a vodka. What do you got?
Scotch.
Gemini got scotch. All right, let's all do it together.
Ooh, here we go.
Is this gonna squirt? Hey,
I
yours squirted.
Mine squirted.
You didn't even bite it. You got to do the whole thing like a shot.
Well, you could. Yeah. All right.
Do the whole
There
thing.
you go.
Okay. Well,
Wow! Wow! Wow!
I get used to this.
That's great.
All right.
I can't believe we're on the show.
Holy shit!
Should we talk about? Food? You need a food.
Wait a
check?
minute.
Okay.
Wait a minute. That was really, really good. I want to. Do I want something different, or do I want to stay with the rum? This is a martini. I got a martini. What do you got?
This one is.
No, you had that.
I'm doing the Jimmy Beam this time.
This
All
is
right,
Jimmy
good.
Bean. Remy Martini. What do you got? You got another one?
Yeah, another vodka.
All right. 3 more chocolate somethings. Here we go.
Wait, this
They're
is.
so fucking hard to open. You gotta.
You'd be sober by the time you open them.
Do you?
Oh, look at this. This is dark chocolate. For those of you who are just listening to the show,
Hey, now.
we're eating tiny little chocolates that are filled with alcohol. I had rum. Now I'm going to have a martini. He has vodka. And you had what?
Vodka.
Vodka. You ate your second one?
Oh, I'm on my third.
It's my second one. 3.
No, I'm on my third.
And here I go. What'd you have?
Scotch.
Scotch.
Wait,
A little martini.
This reminds me the last time.
Wow.
Last Supper.
Well, when actually had this was my wife and daughter were eating gummies.
The
This
lace
ain't
ones?
no gummy.
My wife just gives it out. She don't know if they're laced or not.
Oh, the lace ones.
This is absolutely delicious. Salute to everybody at home.
Yeah. God bless.
Salute to everybody in the
The
basement.
gummies.
All the crowd
Now that we
over
all
here.
had these shots and a couple of glasses of wine and some number 4s from Nutley Kings. I always say Nutley Kings because it's Hero Kings in Nutley, New Jersey. Hero Kings in Nutley, New Jersey. You know what? Let me get it. I'll get it right at the end of the show. Because right now Johnny Salami's right down here, and he makes sure that he Googles everything that I fuck up,
Yeah.
like the Tappan Zee Bridge.
Tapping Z.
Boy, did I fuck that up. But we're ready to take some questions, but the questions are going to come in on this topic. We watched in the news tonight, didn't we? We watched in the news tonight that an actor named Armie Hammer, right? Let me check my notes. Armie Hammer
Okay.
is in trouble because his girlfriend,
Who's beautiful.
beautiful,
Beautiful.
like 23 and he's 33 or something like that, said that he's into cannibalism. And he told her that he'd like to take her rib out of her chest so he can eat it. And then,
If you had that girl, you might want to do you turn into a cannibal.
well, I wouldn't want to eat her rib.
Okay. What part would you want to eat?
And we'll be right back after
Okay.
this commercial break from Hero Kings of Nutley.
Write in. Write in what part you think he might eat.
She said she wasn't
Oh!
she said she wasn't used to a traditional relationship, and she really liked him. Wait, come on now. He invited her to his home for Thanksgiving. She met the family, and things were great. But
And the
after a
mother,
while,
and the mother was very nice.
loved everybody. The girl's name is Paige. But after a while, she said he started acting a little weird and wanted to do weird things to her.
For example,
He carved a heart in her belly.
no, A.
A heart.
It was,
The letter A.
oh my God, what is your problem? Go back to the Verrazano Bridge.
I'm drinking too much. It happens. He carved the letter A in her belly. Now, how she didn't see it or how she didn't feel it, I have no idea. But when she noticed, she decided something's not right.
She needed the letter B.
Yeah. She needed the letter P for page,
Right.
not A for apple.
No, that's his name.
Oh, his name? Army. Oh, fuck. These chocolate things are fucking great. I'm loaded. Get out the penis puppet. So anyway, I got to be honest now. I just think it's ridiculous. I mean, I've never been with anybody that I did anything stupid to. I've never been brought up on any charges in the news.
Only because you haven't been caught.
Yeah, I haven't got caught. But isn't it kind of weird? Like, is he really this bad? He denies everything. Of course, he's not on TV. But how does the girl come up with all this stuff? Maybe some is true, but isn't it a little far-fetched? I mean, it's just weird.
Here's a story that this woman is the only person that's saying it. She is so beautiful that you believe her. She could have carved the A herself. Who knows that? But between us, you know, they never showed you where the A was.
Yeah, it was in the belly.
What do you mean in the
It was
belly?
by the belly button.
Oh,
They showed it.
maybe she's got other letters then.
Yeah.
Carved somewhere.
Well, anyway, I just think it's really, really weird.
No, tonight I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take my wife and I'm gonna carve
G for
G.
Gemini.
G spot. Okay.
G for spot.
I hope she's
And then
not
she's going to
watching.
say, you found it?
I hope she says that, and not. I hope she doesn't say, you know, well, your friend found it the other night.
Can you give me some napkins, man? Maybe a wet one? Folks, we're going to take in some questions now from Mr. Gemini. These questions could be wet one too, buddy. Anywhere from his career to the penis puppet to whatever you want to talk about. Now is question and answer time. So write to us right now. Let me know what you think of what we're doing right now. We'll even let you know where we're getting these little chocolate thingity-things. And we'll let you know what we think. I hope Philomena is watching this. Who's Philomena?
That's the woman from Calabria.
He made a new a-hole. Have one for me, Mike. Penis puppet. The penis puppet went away.
Penis puppet's big.
He's busy making something. See, this what do you call stains? All right, good.
I got it.
Yeah.
I have the.
I
Yeah.
bought the wrong type of top.
No,
How can
you gotta
spell?
put
How
that.
can you spell?
It stains.
You know,
We're
there's a
taking in
thing-
questions. We got answers. Let's see over here. When you coming back to Byron Allen Firehouse? I don't know what that is. You guys are hilarious. Thank you. I appreciate that. Do you floss daily? Who's the question for? I do. I floss daily. I don't know what Philomena's is. And thank you for saying we're funny. Who was your favorite neighbor on 77th Street?
77th Street is where we worked at ABC in New York City.
Oh.
I didn't know nobody. I didn't, but I was, raised over there on 34th and Flatbush is where I, so if you want to know who my neighbors were there, they're not alive anymore.
That's where you grew up?
Yeah,
Flatbush?
34. Born in Bay Ridge, right there, but it was very nice. Brooklyn was very different. My wife didn't want to live there. She was scared. I don't know why. Had to move to Jersey, and otherwise I wouldn't have met you.
A couple of weeks ago, we had these two kids on the show. They have a podcast called Brothers from Brooklyn. And one kid was 21, the other kid was like 20. But they knew everything about old school Brooklyn. It was wild.
Yeah.
They knew Space Odyssey. They knew John Travolta. They knew Welcome Back, Kotter.
Where we
They
got
know
pizza.
all the stereotype shit that guys in Jersey learn about. But we don't really see it because we're
Saturday
not
Fever.
Brooklyn. Saturday Night Fever. The two slices on top of each other.
I lived 6 blocks away from where that movie.
Even the big magicians are praising this guy. Even other magicians are praising this guy.
There's a girl on the show asking right now, does he need a psychologist?
I do. Me and the penis doll. You could talk to him first.
He doesn't need a psychologist,
I do.
but 42 puppets do.
Holy crap.
Gemini's a good Brooklyn boy. He certainly is. Uncle Pete misses you, Brooklyn.
Uncle
That's
Pete.
Carlo Valerio.
Carlo! There he
Carlo,
is.
number 4.
Number 4.
Anybody else? Flatbush, then Jersey. Born in Canarsie, moved to Flatbush. These aren't questions. These are statements.
Maybe I know the guy. I just hope I
It's a
don't
girl.
owe you money. Oh, it's a girl.
Ken,
I'm not saying
Cat.
nothing.
Cat, she's from Patterson. No, her last name's Patterson. We're taking questions, not statements.
Do you have children?
I'm still wondering where the bird came from.
He's chilling out.
There's a
over here.
bird, man.
He's chilling.
You missed it if you missed the show. Rewind this shit. A lot of people wonder what makes a comedian get into the comedy business. Now, I didn't start out as a comedian. I started out as an actor, but I wasn't earning a living enough as an actor, so I just started to do stand-up. But I really cut my teeth in Los Angeles. The first comedy club I ever was in, of course, was Rascals down on the Jersey Shore. And that's where I met you. It was Rascals West Orange.
West Orange. Right.
Which was one of the greatest comedy clubs probably in the world, right?
I'm gonna say second. I love the Borgata.
Well,
I love you said in the world. I mean, you didn't say at that time. At that time, you were right because that's where we got the comedians. We got our first videos there.
yeah,
You know, I mean, a lot of
VHS.
right. I still have it. You know.
They even had a show, the Rascals Comedy Hour.
Yeah.
I was never on that.
And I just thought it was great. It ran well. And you're right, Bobby Gonzo was down there, Jackie, and a bunch of
Gonzo was the first person in the comedy business that I ever met, and I met him at Jenkinson's when you guys were all playing Jenkinson's back in the day in Point Pleasant. Remember that?
I do remember that. It was a very nice drinking place. And who is Uncle Floyd? Story about Uncle Floyd. I was opening for Uncle Floyd.
Where do you see that?
What happened?
Where's that question?
Where's that?
I'm sorry. Uncle
I miss
Floyd.
Rascals.
Uncle Floyd. I was opening for him at Rascals. Not Rascals. You just said Jenkinson's. And he walks in like he's just a nobody. And I'm bringing my shit in, my puppets and everything. And he walks up to the door and the guy stops him. You know, the bouncer says, look, you can't just walk right in over here. He got on the line, which was like 15, 20 people. Sat there and I watched him. Because I didn't believe he was going to do it. Got online, waited the whole time, and paid. And he's the headliner. I paid for his ticket, said thank you very much, and walked in.
Uncle Floyd.
Uncle Floyd.
I was
great
there.
guy,
I
great
was
guy.
there.
The best.
His own show. He's like the first guy to break in TV, basically in the cable market. And he had his puppets too. I guess the one little guy. But I didn't ever really grow up on the Uncle Floyd thing until he was coming to the end. That's when I caught in. But let's take just a few more questions and then we'll do a couple more statements and then we're gonna rock on out of here. Yes, we love Uncle Floyd too. Yes, I still live in California. I'm waiting for the pandemic to be over so I can go back. Mike, can you show Johnny Uncle Tommy's hat? Yeah, he is wearing an Uncle Tommy's type of hat. I'll show them that later. I miss Rascals in Ocean. Dave, we miss it too. Mike, are you going to return the shampoo? Oh, okay. Do you remember the Riviera? What casino did we all play in Las Vegas? The Riviera.
Riviera.
The Riviera. Sharippa was the booker.
Okay.
And after Steve Sharippa, Charlene Corvino. Do you know Charlene?
Okay. I have to tell you a story, but my first time going to work there at the Riviera, I was trying to get in. Ray Garvey got me in. I'm ready to go on the plane, and he never believed this story, Sharippa. I got to talk to him after, thank God. But he thought I was just making it up. My father passed. It was my first time that I was going to this club. And I wanted to work there so bad, but I worked all the other clubs. But he has a thing where you have to work his club and nothing in the area for the certain amount of time. And there I am going on to the the plane. And but he never believed me. How many? And then I found out through him and through Ray, a lot of comics call up and go, "Oh, my mother died, my father died," to get out of it. Like could you believe that? I mean, I don't know.
I know.
But anyway, he made up, and thank you. And but I didn't get a chance to work because they busted the place down.
Well, one of the talent coordinators is writing into the show right now.
Oh,
So why don't we?
We
just
love that
let's
place.
deal with
it's my favorite place, but that really happened.
Charlene.
Why do you?
Everybody took shit from the Riviera because it was imploding and they got rid of it. I took shampoo and I kept that shampoo. I got the pad and the pen. So the answer to the question, because I like to keep antiques, I knew that they were going to get rid of the Riviera and everybody wanted to take something, so I took shampoo. But I would have taken the shampoo whether they were blowing it up or not, because that's what I do. I take the shampoo and because I was always broke. And then but that's Charlene. Wave hello to Charlene. Say hello. I miss you so much. I'll be in Vegas the second week of March. I will definitely give you a call. Are you going to be live, like out in public on the East Coast when things open up? Love to see your act in person. Thank you, Sherry Cole, for asking that question. The both of us, yes, plan on going back to the way things used to be, whether we perform in theaters, banquet halls, casinos, you name it. We're going back.
The key with that is, Charlene, was that Charlene?
No.
No? Okay. Forget it. The key to that answer is they might allow everybody to come back to the theaters, back to the casinos, and back to coming to see entertainment. But everybody is going to have to get over this little fear about being, and that's up to each individual. And hopefully we opened up with the news about these vaccines that but people must be believing in them if they're fighting to get them. So I hope after this, argument, the fight, the debate, everybody gets safe. And then it's going to come back. Yes. And
we hope everybody gets the vaccine. We hope everybody becomes safe. We hope all the places open up and all the restaurants open up. Here's an interesting thing that's going on in Akron, Ohio. One of my sponsors, Regina's Pizza, a man by the name of Robert Catalano, is doing really well with his pizza place. He sponsored many, many of my shows. I always talk about Regina's Pizza in Akron, Ohio. Well, he decided some of the other pizza places aren't doing that well, so you can buy pizza from him and he'll send it to where you want it to go on his dime. So I'm going to say this, and it's going to be in stone, on the radio, here on Facebook, and here on Instagram. Go to reginaspizza.com, associationdatabase.com, associationdatabase.com/Mark's Pizza Purpose.
Okay, you got to do that again. You got to do that one more time for everybody, because I lost you, and I was just trying to smile next to you. And when you go ahead, how do we get this pizza?
Go to reginaspizza.com. Regina
Pizza.
Yeah, Regina Pizza. Look, once you say it, it's in stone. Bada bash. Mm-hmm. And you can make that happen. All right? We had a lot of fun down here tonight. We do have to get going. But before I leave, Gemini, would you tell everybody where we can find you in the future? What is your social media?
It is GeminiComedy.com. I want to say thank you for having me, but thank you for my wife watching, because she was that Filomena person from Italy, and she gave you the wine.
Well, cheers. Thank you very much.
And my daughter is the one that my wife gives drugs to sometimes. I just want to tell everybody.
You can stay with us on the show as much as you like for the rest of the year. Every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, we're down here in the basement. Live from my mother's basement. We'll be here every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, and you can keep on watching the show. I decided that the last Sunday of every month, I'm going to do a variety show. It's a brand new show. This coming up Sunday night at 7 o'clock, January 31st, the Not So Late Show with me, Mike Marino. It's only $4.99 to watch the show, but I promise you I'm going to have fellow comedians on the show to do their act. And I'm going to have some singers on the show, and I'm going to have a different variety of characters come down and entertain while you guys are safe in your house watching it on the internet. So January 31 at 7 o'clock, come here to Mike Marino Live. Get yourself a ticket. It's only $4.99. $2,000,000.99. This coming up
Let me
January.
tell you one thing. Right now, I'm paying for 2 people, because that's all I got is $10. I'm paying for 2 people. So if you write in, I'm paying for you. So you got 2 people. This is my payment, but 2 people, the first 2 people that call in that you give it to, to make sure that everybody, knows.
All right,
it's
so we
there.
got 2 free tickets.
2
to
free
Wait,
go
got
out.
one more. You got $5 off the bird.
All right.
Oh, the bird's not alive anymore. Okay, 1 more ticket. We just got 1 ticket. It's not a good ticket.
You actually have to buy them on the internet, but I do take cash.
Can I show you what he did?
Listen, I got to get going. I got 3 minutes to close this show.
All right. 2 minutes.
Hey, folks, a lot of people were asking when I'm going to be in Vegas. So from March 11th through the 14th, I will be at the Laugh Factory inside the Tropicana. I didn't mean you had to go. I'm just trying to
I didn't know if you were
fucking
yelling
shut
at
up
me
so I
in
can
your
say
way.
the goddamn fucking close of the show. Get the bird. Get the bird.
Okay, go get the
March 20th, I'm going to be at the Count Basie in Red Bank, New Jersey at 7 o'clock. Tickets are on sale at thecountbasie.org. I'm going to be at the mansion in Mountain Lakes. The mansion, Mountain Lakes, New Jersey. That's going to be at 8 o'clock with singer Vinny Meduno. I hope I'm saying his name correctly. February 9th, he's actually going to be on the show with me. That's Vinny Meduno. March 31 through April 3rd, I'll be at Off the Hook Comedy Club in Naples, Florida. But don't forget, folks, from the safety of your own home, you can actually watch the show January 31st at 7 o'clock. It's the all-new. I'm doing it once a month on Sunday night. The Not So Late Show starring Marklin Johnson and Billy Wilkins are going to be with me on the 31st. I want to thank my producer for putting together this show and also the Not So Late Show, Tatiana Blue Shell. She does all of this stuff to make this all happen. She's
Awesome.
fantastic.
Awesome.
And if you would like to be a guest on this show, DM me and tell me why you would like to be on this show, and I will write you back and have you come down to the basement, enjoy some food, probably from Hero Kings of Nutley with Johnny Salami. All you actually really have to do is submit your work to Mike Marino Entertainment at gmail.com. That's Mike Marino Entertainment at gmail.com. Tell us why you want to be on the show, and I will definitely make that happen for you. Tatiana Blue Shell, the producer, will actually get back to you. And if you want to know where I'm performing, anything else other than what I said tonight, go to MikeMarino.net.
You hold them at the end.
Hold on.
Oh.
I'll take them.
Okay.
Oh, check this out. Oh. All right, so we got to get going. Come over here, Gemini. You think this guy's been on a talk show before?
Well, okay.
I'd like to thank our sponsor, Hero Kings of Nutley, New Jersey. Mr. Johnny Salami always pulls through. All you have to do is log on to HeroKingsNutley.com. Is that right?
www.theheroking.com.
You don't have to say the W.
That's-
HeroKings.com, Nutley, New Jersey. Go in there, order the number 4. You will not be disappointed. All the other sandwiches are fantastic too.
Say 4 the way you have
And
to.
don't forget the 3-footers for your football season.
Yes, it's football season. The Super Bowl is coming. Order a 6-footer from Hero Kings. Number 4. He won't disappoint you. We got to get going. Let's make America Italian again, ladies and gentlemen. You know my motto. You don't know nothing, you don't see nothing, you don't say nothing. And how do I end every single one of my broadcasts? By always saying the same thing. Here we go. Don't take no shit from nobody. Good night, everybody. Okay. Here, take the bird. Take the bird. Hey folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.